What's going on, guys? I'm Jakobe.
And I'm Burns, and welcome to Keepinitfresh.
Yeah. So how you doing this week, Bernard?
Oh, not too bad. Going back to school in person.
Oh, shoot.
Slicing my fingers.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Like I was like 3 days ago. I was like cutting a bagel, like an old bagel, and it's like it was hard. And if I cook it with some mayonnaise, it's fine, right? Like it becomes soft. I was slicing like this, right?
Yeah.
With like a dull knife, slip, and no, like it was pretty deep. Like my
shit.
skin turned black and gray.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit, this part is gonna die. I have to amputate my finger and shit. Like every scenario was going through my head, but no, it's
Just
fine.
like overthinking it.
Just hella full Polisburn, and it was good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I survived.
You survived knifing yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and gyms are back, so I'm working out too.
Yeah.
And you?
Me, been doing good. Kind of just been streaming for the most part, and also been playing that new Pokemon game, Legends Arceus. It finally came in after Purelator delayed it for 5 or 4 days.
And I always thought when I was young, I thought it was like Arceus.
Yeah, no, that actually is the way to pronounce it, Arceus. But like, I don't know, I just pronounce it Arceus because I think some people, the correct term or the correct way to pronounce it is Arceus, but you can go either way. Arceus, Arceus, same thing, same stuff. But
I
yeah.
should see like a trailer of it. I actually don't know how it goes. Is it like 3D kind of?
It's like an open world Pokemon, so you can actually explore different areas and whatnot, and just go around catching them. It's like probably the most. It's pretty unique compared to the other ones. I'd say.
It looks like an RPG almost.
Yeah, exactly. So this week we were talking about shitty customer service, and then I guess I'll introduce the other topic once we talk about it later.
Where have I worked at? So I've worked at Kumon as like a tutor. I've done landscaping. Oh, I've done like cashier and like working at a grocery store and retail.
Okay, we'll talk about this first, like just like experience we've had serving other people. Do you have any like stories of when you're working at any places and people went like Karen mode or Kevin mode on you?
Oh shit. When I was working at the grocery store, like it was my parents. So I did like cashier and also like stocking like groceries and produce.
Yeah.
And all that, and doing delivery, right? But like most of the service, like talking to customers, comes from when I was like a cashier. And we sell cigarettes, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It was a rainy day. It was like September. No, it was like late August. It was raining and it was a thunderstorm, right? A dude comes in, right? And he's wearing a mask and he has a hat, and I think he was wearing glasses. And I was like, oh shit, this guy looks young. He's like maybe 6'4", 6'5".
Okay.
And I was like, he wanted the cigarettes, like a pack of cigarettes. And I was like, ID please. And it was like, and he took off the mask and he showed his face and saying, like, look at me, like I don't need to show my ID. And he had a baby face. So I was like, I still don't know. So I was like, I still need your ID. And like he just rambled and kept like talking, saying he doesn't need to show my ID. He goes back out, he brings his fucking wallet, and he brings his ID, shows me, and he's like 28 or 25 or something, right? And then I give it to him, and then on his way out, when he opened the door, he was like, you're gonna be stuck here forever, and I hope you die here. And I was like,
what the hell?
Holy shit. All I said was like, I just wanted to check the ID. And I was so fucking stunned. And the best thing I could think of was wanker. Jesus Christ.
Does it come back?
I thought about that fucking scenario for at least 2 months. I'm like, fuck, there's so many shit I could have said.
It's always after the argument that you're like, I could have said this, I could have said that. That would have been so good.
Bro, the first thing I thought of was wanker.
Yeah.
Bro, that was a little embarrassing, but it's okay.
What a big deal for nothing. That's what most of these experiences are. It's like, just show me the ID. That's all I need, and then we're good.
Hey, it's a fucking 2 minute, like not even a 2 minute, like a 30-second walk out the store, into your car, getting a wallet, and coming back in.
Yeah,
like, that's it.
One of the ones that I'll start with like the low-key one first. So pretty much this guy was coming in for a TV, and he
at Best Buy.
At Best Buy, yes. And he was kind of just I don't know, browsing around. Like I asked him if he needed any help. He was like, we're just looking around for now. And he was kind of torn between these two TVs. It was a Samsung, and then it was also an LG. He wanted to know a little bit more about the Samsung first, so he actually called over the Samsung rep, and yeah, the Samsung rep just pretty much explained to him about the TV. For some reason, he switched his mind and went for the LG. And upon checkout, he was just talking to like the Sony rep about whatever, and I was helping him too. I went to go like check him out. And then right when I was checking him out, he was talking to the Sony guy, and he was like, "Yeah, you're cool, Sony rep, but like the Samsung guy, he has a bit of an attitude." So I was gonna go for a Samsung TV, but since he gave me that attitude, I'm not gonna go for that anymore. We were just like, oh, okay, and then I guess the Samsung rep overheard them talking, or he heard the customer talking about him like that, and he went over to the customer, and he was just like, do we have like a problem here? Like, is there something I can help you with? And the freaking guy just snapped. He snapped, and he was just like, yo, do you see how this guy's approaching me right now? Like, he's threatening me. Like, what are you doing? Just back off, buddy. And then I don't even know why. The Samsung guy, he's the nicest dude. He's the nicest dude too. And just, I guess the customer just felt a little intimidated by him. And pretty much, he was just like, oh, you're gonna be like, here, you work at Best Buy, so like you're not even that big of a dude, man, just like sit down. That's what he's saying. And then freaking hell, we were all just standing there, and then he got even pissed. I don't know why, but he got pissed that like we were all just like standing there kind of like in shock of not knowing what to say. So pretty much like that guy just went to go talk to my manager, and yeah, he kind of just calmed him down, and then that's what happened. That's pretty much it. But I swear, like, both of these occasions where they kind of went like Kevin mode, it always like transpired from like kind of like after they like purchased their TV. So whenever they go, I guess because of the amount of money they see that they're spending on it, that's when they kind of like snap and they want to say something. So that was the first, or not the first experience, but like one of the experiences I remember most recently. But yeah.
I mean, I guess the most recent place I worked at like a retail, we sell toys.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this 55-ish Karen, she brings in like a toy, and she says, hey, this is broken. I got it from a friend, but I want to return this. It looked like it was snapped off, you know what I mean? Like a kid snapped it off.
Right. What kind of like toy was it? Oh, so kind of just like a... That's
it's
weird.
called a Twirls, I think.
Yeah.
It's called a Twirls, and one of the sticks were snapped off, and then yeah, like, and she called over the phone first, asking if she could return it, and my manager was like, no, you can't return it, and that girl told my manager to kill herself, and that this is the worst customer service that she ever got, and then she comes in person, right, acting all sweet and nice, and she's like, hey, I wanted to return this, and the manager was there too again. And then my manager and I, we were looking at each other, and we were like, oh, this has to be the girl, right? Yeah, she tries to return it. We said, you don't have the receipt, we can't return it. That's just basic knowledge, right? No receipt, no refund.
Yeah, exactly.
And we tried to find the customer's friend's account, and maybe she had the receipt there too, but no, there was no receipt. And eventually she just snapped and just going off of my manager. No insults or anything, but just saying like, this store is the worst store, this is the worst customer service again. And then on the way out, she just placed it on one of the shelves. She says she doesn't even want the refund. She just placed it on the shelf and just left.
Yeah.
And that was another one. And my manager after that was so shook, he needed to take like a 10-minute break or something. What's wrong with people? Like,
I don't know.
To kill themselves or like off themselves.
I don't know what goes on in those people's minds where they just snap. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just really calm in most cases, but like I've never had the urge to just, go off on someone for like. I always go for like kindness or maybe like passive aggressiveness, I guess. Because the one, okay, so we'll kind of get into like when we got shitty customer service now. So pretty much I was getting my haircut, and yeah, like it was just after like when hairdressers and whatnot they started opening up. So I went to this Korean hairstylist, and pretty much like I looked on their site like what their prices were, and they were like around like I think it was like $20 or something like that at the time. So I went in hoping to get like a $20 haircut or whatnot, and everything was fine up until then, until I got more towards the end, and I could already tell she was messing up my hair because she was getting like a bit higher, so it was a bit shorter. And like pretty much after that, I wasn't too happy with my haircut because it looked like really short. She's just like, oh, do you like it? I'm like, yeah, I guess so. It's good. just not too happy with the haircut. And then after, yeah, actually no, wait, I forgot to tell one part. So pretty much the way she styled my hair, she put like my bangs in the front like this. It's kind of like she puffed the front, so it looked like a weird, like, I don't know, weird, almost like bowl cut sort of thing. So then actually after like haircut was done, I like styled it to how I wanted it, and she was like, "Oh, you like your hair split?" And then she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she started cutting more. I was like, "Oh." So yeah, after that, when the whole haircut thing was done, I went to go pay, and then I was telling her like, "So how much is it?" She's like, "Oh, it's $40 now." And I was like, $40? Why? And she's like, "Oh, it's our new prices, so yeah, it's $40 now." And I was like showing her on the site, like, how come it says like $20 here and now it's $40? And she's like, "Oh yeah, just because we reopened and that's the price now." So not only was I pissed off that she freaking cut my hair short, but also that they upped the prices. So I was just like, oh. And then I never went there again. Jeez. But yeah, they were good up until I guess they shut back down. And I guess just because, you know, it was a long time before they reopened, that's why they upped the prices, which kind of makes sense. But still, on the website I expected like 20, or I think it was like maybe 30, like 20 or 30, but then it was 40.
They didn't even
somehow.
have like a sign or anything?
Like on the actual site it does say like the price is there, but then when I went in store they upped the price, I guess, because of, I guess they just upped the prices because it was reopening. That's what I could think of, at least. It's very rare for me to find a hairdresser that I like, but luckily I have found one. Shout out to hairdresser May. I had this one experience where I was at the grocery store. It's just like a small thing, but I was at the grocery store and then I was finishing my groceries. My cart was like maybe like over here onto the side of me while I was putting away the groceries, and then this old lady just rammed her cart into mine. And I was looking at her, and then she's like an older woman, but then she didn't even say anything. She just kept going. And I was like, okay. And part of that same day, like when I was going to put my cart back after I was done grocery shopping, yeah, there's like a lady who was about to get another grocery cart. What she was trying to say is that if my cart had money in it, but she didn't really ask me that directly. She just like asking about the cart, and she was asking like, "Oh, how much is it?" And I was like, "Oh, it's $1." Like it actually says on the actual thing, but yeah, it was $1. And then actually I was about to put it away, like put the cart away, and then she's like, "Hello, I'm talking to you." And I was like, "What?" She was like, actually she didn't even say anything. She did not say anything towards wanting to take my cart. She basically just was holding the loonie in her hand ready to give it to me, and I was like, oh, you wanna exchange, okay. So I just I took the $1 and gave her the card, and that's it. But still, like, I think for some reason she assumed that I'd pick up that she wants another cart. But yeah, she never fully actually said anything. But still.
People need to talk more.
I know.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Jeez, yeah.
But yeah. I'm literally thinking about every service, like bank, like hospital, like
restaurant,
landscaping, like restaurant. Like I've never had a bad experience, I think. Like even like retail. Like I know the price of everything, and like I know what I'm gonna get, and I get what I get. You know what I mean?
But like you never asked anyone any questions, and they like maybe like answered you in a like a, I guess, a harsh way, or like a passive aggressive way.
Maybe I just say it in like, you know how I talk, like when I talk to like people, like be happy and like brighten their mood, like oh, like, you know what I mean? But like
now you do have like a sweet talk whenever we go out. You're just like, oh, I hope you have a good day. Hope you do this and this.
Yeah. Maybe when I was like 14, so like 6 years ago, I was really self-conscious about my weight, right? So I got an Instagram ad for like oh, you can get like a month trial for 2 diet pills, or like free month, and if you don't want it, you can return it. Yeah, so I like it's free, but I put my debit card in because I was 14. I didn't know what like I give them my debit card information. They send it. I'm like, oh shit. Oh sweet, like I didn't get any I didn't even pay for delivery, I didn't pay for the actual price itself, product itself. And then a month passes by, and then I canceled the, like, I think it was like some kind of subscription or something, but it was like $60 for it for 2 diet pills. And then I called the fucking support help center, and they're like, oh, after a month you'll get charged for the actual 2 cases of diet pills. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that doesn't make sense. Like you're doing this to scam kids. like it says in like in the fucking agreement, like at the bottom, and I'm like,
Jeez.
bitch,
The fine print or whatever.
you're right. I should have read it, but who's gonna read it?
No one reads that shit.
I was like, no one really reads that shit.
Yeah.
Like, but it was there. I got like 50% of it back, so I got like 23, like
That's good.
23, $27 back.
Yeah.
But we've been talking for an hour and like 20 minutes or something. Like, I still remember, like, why am I talking to this? Like, I'm saying the same shit. Just give me like some credit or some money. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking kid. Allow it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think like I shop the same way too. Like for the most part, either it's I go in knowing what I want already, or I just like, you know, just look around and whatnot, just browse. That's about it. But for the most part, when I do go shopping, I already have a set thing of what I want to buy, and I just go
Right.
in, go out, real quick. That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like most of the case, like with a lot of my friends that are like boys. Like with my mama, like if we go shopping, something that's supposed to be like an hour and a half or like 2 hours could be like 4 to 6 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're visiting everything, and like she's thinking about everything, like Thanksgiving or like New Year's or like Christmas gifts. I'm like, God, we can come back again.
Yeah.
Like if I want a beanie, I know I'm going straight to H&M and just like choosing a beanie out of all the selections.
I guess one thing I'm kind of bad at is just when I order stuff from online. That's the only thing. Because for this game, for this Pokemon game here,
Ooh,
oh
that's
my
clean.
god, it's such like a hassle. I was just like waiting and waiting, and then like I even talked to Purelator and whatnot. And I guess because I don't know, there's just some fright going on, or just some like delays in delivery. What I still don't get is that technically I pre-ordered the game. You'd think that they would prioritize those people first who like pre-ordered the game. Yeah, another friend of mine, he actually ordered it like the day it came out, and it came the next day. So I was even more like, what the hell is this? What is this? And I was a bit salty, that's all. But I think when it comes to waiting for things, sometimes I'm not too good at it.
Maybe I'm just like, maybe I never had like a bad customer experience because like I'm such a fucking amazing person, you know? Like I just enter a room and everyone like looks at me and like, oh, give them everything you want. It's the print.
It's yours.
I'm joking.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do you believe in like good karma and whatnot? If you do something good, then something good will happen to you, sort of thing. I know as like Catholics and Christians are not really supposed to believe in like karma and whatnot, but in some case I kind of believe it. Like if you're gonna do good to like other people, then you're gonna get that same like reciprocation back to you, sort of thing. Positive energy back to you.
No. I don't think like positive energy exists or like negative. Like bad things always happen to good people and good things always happen to bad people. Like, you know what I mean?
I guess I just meant more like, I don't know. It's not like they expect a good thing to happen, but like whenever you do something good, then something else will happen to you, sort of thing.
Nah, like no. I know like so many people that are good, right? And they get out their way to help their friends or whatnot, but these people like fucking get backstabbed, and it's like there's a fucking bad omen around them all the time, you know what I mean? Even though they're trying to like get out their way and try to do good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, I don't think so.
In some case I kind of do, but like, you know, it's obviously not like you should expect something good to happen if you do something good, you know? It's more just like, you know, maybe if you do something good, then something good will happen. But like, it's not really all about having that expectation of going out of your way, doing something good, and you're like, okay, I did something good now. Like, when is this gonna happen? When is something good gonna happen to me? You know? It's not about that.
It's like kids, like as soon as December 1st hits, they're like, oh shit, I have to be good for the next 4 weeks or I'm gonna get no presents. What I do hate are like kids, you know? Like, okay.
Okay, explain your reasoning.
Okay. There's some kids that just come into the store and they're like, yo, I'm here. Like, what's up? Like, this is my bitch.
Yeah.
You know? Like, they start like clearing the whole shelves, like knocking it to the floor, just ripping shit apart, like destroying displays. I'm like, who are your parents? Like, who taught you this is how you like should treat like other people's like belongings? I'm like, that's what infuriates me about fucking every 20 minutes you have, every night, and every 20 minutes, maybe every 5 minutes you have to go check out all the shelves if they're okay in place, if everything is okay. And yeah, kids are just, I don't want kids.
You don't want kids?
I don't want kids.
No? Really?
No, not right now. Not right now, or I don't know. I can't see kids in my life.
I mean, like, okay, here's the thing. I do want kids, but obviously like not right now. I'm only 20 years old. Like what would I do if I had kids right now? I'd pretty much be screwed. So shout out to mom and pops because they, oh my god, I don't even know how they did it, but they raised me well. That's all I'll say. I eventually do want kids. That's the thing. Just obviously not right now.
When do you want kids? When do you want kids? What age do you want kids?
I'm not really off
And,
track
like, how
because
many?
our next topic kind of goes into this, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably around, I don't know, like middle 30s maybe.
Like 33 or like 38 type of beat or like 35.
Maybe like,
hang on.
yeah, maybe like 36 or so. 35, 36 possibly.
Holy
But shit, that's
shit.
on like 16 years if I really think about it.
God damn.
Yeah.
If you start right now, your kid could be in high school right now. Start right now, Kobe.
Start right now, and then when I'm 36, they'll be in high school, entering high school. Start right now? What do you mean start now? I'm not trying to raise a kid.
But how many? How many do you think?
How many kids do I want?
Yeah.
Probably 2. I want like
I'll be a good godfather. If you make me good,
you will be,
godfather-
yeah. Ninong,
Okay.
Ninong Bernard. That's what we'll call you.
Okay, I'm trying to persuade all my friends. Like I told all my friends like I'm not gonna have kids, so make me their godfather, and I'll be like, I want to be like the Godfather, like
Yeah.
like Don Corleone.
Yeah.
Like I want to be like that, like have them, like have an underground gang of all my friends' kids, and we just run Toronto or like we
I can just
run
picture you like in
all Ontario.
I could just picture you in like a party. You're just like on a sofa chair, and you have like all the little. You're just entertaining the kids, like being the Godfather, and you're just like, you're staring at all of them. You're like, my empire. This is my empire.
This is my empire.
Okay, from now on, you'll babysit my kids. Sounds good.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, you never know.
mind.
Maybe your mentality will change when you meet the
Maybe.
correct one, which is our next topic. Hey. Segue. Yeah, so the second topic we're gonna talk about is just relationships and what. I obviously haven't had too many relationships. I mean, I'm still kind of young, so it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and especially like nowadays, it's so freaking hard to date people. Yes,
Wait,
with COVID, but like even online dating in general is kind of hard. I will say it's pretty hard. I would say.
eHarmony, Tinder, Bumble. That's all I can name right now.
I got Hinge, I got Tinder, I got Bumble, I got this app called Yubo.
Yeah, okay. I had no relationship, so this is all you. You
All
take the
me.
floor here.
I don't even know. Okay, so the first relationship I had was in elementary school. Even Bernard knows about this, obviously, but yeah, pretty much it started really weirdly. So one of my friends told me that like a friend in our class, or the person in our class, was like, I guess kind of like looking at us or looking over to where our general direction, and she's kind of just saying like, oh, like I think she's looking at like our other friend, or she might be looking at you. I don't know. I don't even remember. I was so young. I was just like, hey, like even it kind of makes me cringe thinking about the things I said. I was just like, hey, like my friend told me like you're looking over at my direction or something like that. And she's like, oh, I was kind of just zoning out, sort of thing. And I was like, oh, okay. There's like some effect that took hold of me where I like basically I just started kind of falling for her. Yeah, pretty much. We went out for like maybe 4 months. It was actually after graduation. Yeah, after that was over, pretty much like I didn't even tell my mom. Like I didn't tell my mom until like the day of graduation. I was like in the car. I was just sitting there. I was like, so yeah, I have a girlfriend. And she's like, what? And she's like, geez, you didn't tell me earlier. I was like, no. And I was like, okay. Yeah, pretty much, did our old ceremony thing and went to prom or whatnot, or just the end of the year dance. And then yeah,
Oh yeah.
slow dance with her and whatnot, and did all that stuff. I guess towards the end of elementary school, going into high school, that's when we kind of just started parting ways a bit more, because I guess in a sense it was because more so that she had to go to another school and I had to go to another school too, so we kind of just drifted in a way.
I remember we went to Canada's Wonderland, and then you invited me, and I went there with my brother, and you were like, hey, I'm gonna go with my girlfriend's family, and then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, and then I basically dished you.
You
I'm
dished
sorry
me.
about
No, you fully dished me. No, but I actually did appreciate that in a sense, because like it's how it was supposed to be, because we were on a date. Out of just like pure, I guess, anxiousness, I just wanted to invite you, so I did invite you. But
Yeah.
it was a good thing that you kind of just ditched us in a way.
Like I saw you, I gave you a hug. I saw your girl, I gave you guys a hug. We hung out a little bit, and then I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with my brother. I'm gonna write this with my brother.
Yeah.
And you're like, no. But I guess it worked out. It's better than me like third wheeling, right? So
Definitely sucks being the third wheel probably.
yeah.
I even brought like my uncle who's close in age to the movie theaters, and he still talks about it. He's like, yo, why did you bring me in that time? And I was like, I don't know. My mom was there. Yeah, my mom was there and my uncle was there. Yeah. Because obviously, how are we supposed to get to the movie theaters without them?
Like bus. Okay.
Or technically they could have dropped us off, but I don't know. I was young. I was scared. That's why I cringe at like thinking about what I did back then.
You were 13. You were 13. You were young. You didn't know.
Yeah,
what you were doing.
13, 15-ish, I guess, probably.
But you haven't been in love, right?
Love is it's a very difficult word. Very difficult thing. I had love for both of them, I will say that. One thing that sucks about like breakups and whatnot is all the things that come back, or I guess all the things you remember from the relationship. Like any songs you guys listened to, any like significant items that you guys had together, and shit like that. That's what kind of sucks about breakups. The other thing that doesn't suck though is like learning more about what you did wrong, or like what you could do to change things how they were.
Like the relationship, what you don't. Oh.
Yeah, and just to be more like, I guess, communicative with your significant other, because I think that was something that like I struggled a bit more, especially like on my first relationship, I'd say. I mean, I was young, so what can you really expect?
Do you want to talk about like your type? We could talk about like what you want or like what you find in women.
For the most part, like the type of women I look for is like I don't know. I just have a thing where I don't want to be like shorter than them, which is really hard. That's also something like I'm very, very like picky. Maybe that's why internet dating is hard, because I'm picky. I usually just like go for those people who are just like maybe around the same height, or I think even like maybe an inch taller than me I'd be okay with. Who knows? I haven't really like went out there and tried and talked to people out there, which I'll measure them now.
Yeah.
You're like, you're 5'3", okay, I'll go for you. The thing I look for is pretty much just more so like a cute face, I'd say, because the face matters probably more than their body, I'd say. Even past that, I'd probably say like the people I'm most interested in are just people who are like more like down to earth, kind of like a bit more outgoing, I guess. People that you vibe with. That's what I'll say too, because you gotta feel a sort of connection with the person.
That
a couple
is your
things.
type.
Yeah.
That is your type.
Yeah, and also
I'm thinking about all the girls that I'm thinking about all the girls that
between all the ones, like they'd have to have I guess like also like a similar interest. So like the past one I had interest in music, so we kind of bonded over that too. Like even when I like talk to people, like I tried to talk to a couple people like through Tinder or all those dating apps. I try to talk to them, and the way I start up conversations is just asking them about like, oh, like what are you into, and like what do you like what are your hobbies and whatnot, which I'm guessing that's pretty much how you're supposed to talk to them. But I kind of ask them just like what they're into, and then I kind of like relate based off that. How are you? What's your type? What would you say your type is?
I don't care. Like cute, pretty, I don't care. As long as they're like confident and outgoing, but like humble at the same time too. Like not being cocky, like confidence, humble, and like outgoing. And they have to be passionate in something. Like I don't care what you're passionate about. You can be passionate about music, or passionate about like finance, or passionate about sports, or as long as you're passionate about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
And if they go to the gym too, oh, gym buddies. You know what I mean? Gym buddies.
So I mean, have you been looking for someone at the gym or something? No.
I haven't been looking for a while. I mean, I guess it's because of COVID too. But even while I was at university, I don't think I was looking for anybody.
Just more focused on just doing you.
Yeah,
studies
like
and whatnot.
myself, my career.
Yeah. That's good.
And yeah, I don't see myself being in a relationship anytime soon. Like I can see myself being single until like 30.
Damn.
Like I'm happy with the way I am. Like my life is set up right now. Like I'm pretty happy. Like I'm busy all the time, and still like I still have a nice balance.
I don't know, I guess it's not really a saying, but like one thing that I always thought of is just like if you do you, then some way like you'll find someone eventually. That's the thing, because it happens all the time. You're just doing you and doing your own thing, and then off chance you meet someone.
I thought about like how much commitment and how much time I would have to put into someone else, and like now that I think about it, like man, I can't give them much time. I don't think it would be fair to them or me. But yeah, I still have a type.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I won't get into a relationship anytime soon.
I do believe in a sense that like as long as it's more important that you're happy yourself before you find someone else, because you don't want to have someone be like the source of your happiness, because like once that person's out of your life, then like what are you gonna do, right? Then you're just gonna be depressed all the time. So you have to make sure that you're happy first before actually getting someone.
Self-love before you love others.
Self-love before love others. Yeah.
Yeah, preach. Ooh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's important. Oh, yeah, I guess one thing for dudes especially is just like you have to make sure you have like confidence, because that's, from what I've heard, that's the most thing that like girls look for. Or like
Where did you hear
from
this
different podcasts I've heard and from just like different people, like what girls look for the most is like confidence. Because I don't know, like I think that's just in general though. Like people should have more confidence in themselves.
The amount of people that have anxiety or like that aren't like that doesn't have like self-love or that doesn't have zero confidence is super fucking high. Like it's crazy to see like some of my brothers, they're like my brother's friend, some of them have like very bad anxiety during COVID too. They don't know how to do like how to have like social interactions.
I think especially just how things are right now, it's pretty hard to have any social interaction with anyone really. Like it's easy, but it's hard at the same time. Like for meeting new people, that's hard. Usually people just meet like out, you know, going in person to school, or you know, just meeting people in like a random hangout place. That's the thing. But like
Yeah.
it's easy in a sense that you could just you know, obviously meet people online and just talk by like that, but I don't know, there are some difficulties as well that comes with that too.
You've had online dating apps, right? Like Tinder.
Yes,
and-
yeah.
Are you successful? Like have you tried going out on dates with those?
No, I haven't had a single date yet. I've talked
You
to people.
haven't?
No, I've talked to people, but like I haven't gone out.
What's wrong with them?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with
I don't know. I'm still on the apps. Like I still, even like nowadays, I just like, you know, go through Tinder and whatnot. It's good to have confidence. Like even if what you're kind of into is kind of weird, it's still good to
Yeah.
have that confidence. But like, obviously, I guess it depends on like what you're into. That's the thing too. If you're weird, you're weird. You know, you don't want to like just follow the crowd and think what's cool and like, you know, act a certain way because, you know, that's the type of people who attract the most, you know, people. You just gotta be yourself in a way. And as cheesy as that sounds, you gotta be yourself because that will make you unique.
I was gonna say like that reminds me of a quote from like elementary, like grade 8. Like I remember someone saying, "Being weird is being unique."
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. But yeah, be confident being weird. It depends what type of weird.
Yes, it does depend on what type of weird.
Yeah. Being weird is being unique. Yeah, Kobe. So you have any celebrity crushes, or like even when you were young or right now?
Okay, so I'll start when like I guess when I was younger. Like so, I did have an elementary crush, I will say. And jeez, I don't know. I'm always just like a lover boy. I guess I'm just like always crushing on everyone and just. If I see a cute girl, what am I gonna do? I have a crush on them. What am I supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do? Yeah.
Oh, you're so cute.
But I had a couple through elementary school, I will say.
Wait, crushes or celebrity crushes?
Crushes. I'll talk about crushes first. Yeah. One of the things that I did to show that I did have a crush on someone is I put someone's favorite song on at like a school barbecue. I think I need more experience. That's what I'll say. I need more experience, like just, you know, expressing myself to people. So I was always like a shy person when it came to people that I liked. I know that kind of conflicts with, you know, having confidence, but like what I mean more so in having confidence is just like being approachable and being able to talk to the person like straight up, because you don't want to be someone who's just like a bit scared to like interact with them. You know, they're just another human being. I'll just think of it like that, just another person you can like interact with and talk with and stuff.
But like when you like them, your fucking
Yeah.
legs are like.
When you like them, it is a bit different. Just like, hi, how's it going?
To show that you like someone, you put their favorite song on the barbecue, like at the barbecue.
Yeah.
And my crushes, like to show that I like them, I guess like I made fun of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was one of those guys, like
Yeah.
one of those guys that made fun of the girl.
Mhm.
But it was like banter. It was banter.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Like, there's one thing I learned from this like influencer, or not influencer, but like he's a YouTuber. I don't really think he made this up, but I think he got it from somewhere else. But pretty much there has to be like a law of like it's called like a law of pushing and a law of like of pull, like push and pull. That's something that you have to do when you have an interaction with someone. So there's kind of a balance between those two in a sense that like your push will be like kind of being like more playful and being like you're joking things. So the way you can think of it is that there's pressure built up between like your interaction with the people, and pretty much, you know, you don't want too much on one side or you don't want too much on the other side, so you gotta keep it in the middle in a sense. So your push would be more like just, you know, jokingly, like, you know, bantering them and being like, oh yo, like, yo, what's up with your hair or something like that. Like not being too like freaking like, yo, what's wrong with your hair or something like that. Just more jokingly. And then yeah, the pull is more like, you know, the compliments and whatnot, like, oh yeah, you got a nice shirt on, or a nice, you know, nice shoes or something like that. That's the compliments. So not even in a relationship, or like even in relationships and just like in general friendships and stuff, you should always have a bit of push and pull.
But like sometimes my banter went a little too far. Like I'm talking about like when I was like back in elementary, like maybe like grade 5, like some. I remember one time I joked a bit too hard. Like I made the girl cry. I was like, fuck.
Oh,
I was like,
oh no.
fuck.
Yeah, that's an example of too much push there.
Yeah, I'm okay now. Like that's not how I show. Like
Yeah.
that I like someone now.
I mean, yeah, obviously you're not gonna be a master of interactions right off the bat. It takes practice. That's what it is. And especially if you're younger, just, you know, it is what it is. You're gonna have those type of situations and you're gonna try and learn from them as best as you can. Oh, so back on topic actually, celebrity crushes. I actually did like Megan Fox, I will say. I was a kid.
Oh my god.
I was a kid, she was fire.
Bro, I was thinking the same person.
Really?
Transformers?
Transformers, dude. Yeah.
That movie, that's the movie.
That's the movie.
Bro, I had the DVD of it, right? And a DVD player. I repeated like her open the garage, like
the freaking
like
car.
Yes.
And her like,
I
oh,
watched it
fixing the car.
8 times in a row. I'm like, what's this feeling? Why
damn.
am I feeling like this? Like, go
Like, I
for
don't know.
getting engaged.
That relationship's weird. I heard like there's a thing that Machine Gun Kelly did where he put like the engagement ring that he gave to her. Apparently, I read somewhere that like it's supposed to hurt if she tries to take it off.
Oh yeah, like
yeah.
thorns, like the
Yeah.
waist, like when you push it in and like pull it out, it's like supposed to grab onto her.
Yeah, which is weird. Really
That's a little
weird.
bit weird. That's
Yeah.
a little bit weird. I thought you were gonna say Janae Aiko.
Well, that's future. That's now, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about past. Okay.
Yeah, talking about past. So yeah, definitely Megan Fox. Oh, Selena Gomez. I don't know when I started liking her. She's just cute, that's all. Who else was popping back then?
Miley Cyrus.
Nah.
Demi Lovato.
Not Miley
Like, I'm
Cyrus.
thinking about like Disney stars now.
Disney stars?
For me back then, I guess it wasn't even really like Megan Fox. I was gonna say Beyonce and Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj?
I know, bro. Like when Starship came out and like Super Beast came out,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, her music is good, and I was like, oh, she's cute too.
Jeez.
But that was like when I was like grade 5, and man,
Thinking about it now, it's just different now.
Beyonce is forever my celebrity crush though.
Ah, man, I'm trying to think of. there definitely is more like crushes I had on celebrities. I'm just trying to think. Oh,
Maybe
YouTubers?
YouTubers?
Oh yeah, I did have one.
Like
Yeah.
Superwoman.
No, not Superwoman. So at the time, Smosh, Anthony Padilla, he had a girlfriend at the time, and her name was Kalel. She's pretty cute, I will say. And like what she was into as well, like I was into it too. So I guess in a sense, that's why I had a crush on her. I mean, yeah, I guess we kind of also just talked about like our current celebrity crushes anyways. Like Janae Aiko is probably mine. She's just fine.
She is
She's just fine.
I didn't know she was a mother. I
Yeah.
didn't know she had a kid.
I educated Bernard. He didn't know that she was a mom.
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba. Who is that? Why did I know the name? Wait, let me look. She's in Fantastic
Invisible
Four? Oh, yeah, she's kind of cute. Oh, I know one. Freaking
Ew.
Sofia Vergara from Modern Family.
That's a very good choice. I
Yeah.
really like the choice.
And I guess even more recently, like I'd probably say Jennifer Aniston in Friends. She was pretty hot back then too. And I guess I did have a little crush on Ariana Grande. Oh, I know one right now.
Oh,
Zendaya, man.
I literally just said Zendaya.
Did you say Zendaya?
Oh wait, maybe you're like disconnected then.
But Zendaya. Oh my gosh.
Like
Especially,
right now?
yeah, probably right now.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because I'm on my Spider-Man thing or what.
Have you been watching Euphoria?
No, actually, I haven't watched that. Nikki from 88 Rising. Oh my gosh.
I forgot.
How did you forget Nikki?
I forgot about. Bro, I forgot about Nikki, bro.
Yeah. Also, I guess Jennifer Lopez. I'd say that too. Maybe back in the day.
Not now, yeah.
not
I
now.
get what you mean. I get what you
Not
mean.
It'd just be weird now. Like she could be my mom. That's weird.
Yeah. Right now, I guess like not really Beyonce. I'm not gonna lie. Like back then it was Beyonce. Okay, now it's like Nikki and this Korean actor named Han Hyo-ju.
That's not the one from Squid Game, is it?
No,
Oh, okay. So many people like have fallen for that chick.
I get it.
No, I get it too. She is cute. I will say, but like, I don't know. Oh, let us know on YouTube, or let us know who your celebrity crushes are.
Okay.
I'll say that. I mean, obviously, yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up. Whether you got someone, whether you don't got someone, you know, it's not always about being in a relationship. It's about telling those that you love them. Not even, it doesn't even have to be on that specific day. You know, you can always just show your appreciation for the person or for the people that you love in your life. That's also important to do. Not to get dark or anything, but you should probably tell them before you don't get a chance to tell them. That's the thing. I mean, obviously, this isn't going to be the last time we talk about, relationships and love. I'm sure, like, many more stories will start flowing in. Yeah, if you've got any more questions to ask us about, love or relationships, we'll try our best to, give our input. And, let us know who your celebrity crushes are in the comments below. And also just, if you got any more questions about love, feel free to ask. And just know there's no Russian love. Not Russian. Just know that there's no... just know that there's no reason that you should try and rush finding love. It always happens, or it can always happen in just like the most unexpected places that you wouldn't expect it to be. Like, maybe you're going for a walk outside and you meet this cute person and you're just like, hey, and then you vibe with them. There's so many stories where just people are doing their own thing and they actually just meet the person that they're gonna be with in a relationship. So it's always a thing. You don't gotta rush anything. You got your full lives ahead of you. Again, self-love before loving others, or if you can handle both, you can handle both too. That's pretty much my input, I guess, for relationships and love.
Advice.
Yeah, was it great advice or no?
No, great advice from a 20-year-old.
From a 20-year-old, yeah. I mean, I'm still young too, so obviously I'm still learning about love, but that's my takes for what it is.
But anyways, thanks for listening to our third episode of this podcast, talking about relationship and shitty customer service. It's been Birds.
Yeah, and this has been Jakobe. And as always, if you guys want to follow us on any social medias, we have our links down below. Feel free to check out any of the clips we have or any of the content. And yeah, follow us there. Give us some love, some loyalty. Come on.
Some love.
Yeah, just keep it fresh, y'all. Have a good one.
Peace.
Bye.